Hello, 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 everybody. It looks like we are live. We are ready to continue our stream of Pokemon White. Of course, we're playing Pokemon Black and White here. We're still very early in the game. But as you can see, I have this list pulled up by friend of the show, Ethan Gash. And Ethan writes for Kotaku. And I saw that this got posted, and I was like, you know what? A special little start to the day before we jump into Pokemon. I want to see what Ethan picked. I want to see what Ethan picked for this feature on Kotaku called 13 Nintendo ports, remasters, and remakes we'd love to see while we're waiting for the Switch 2. So, of course, Switch 2, a long time no see, says Tiz in the chat. Of course, we just wrapped up a stream of a little indie game. Please check that out if you're watching this VOD. And we're starting right up here where we're going to continue our Pokemon play. But I thought this would be a fun way to ease us in. Of course, a lot of people are thinking, Nintendo Switch 2 might come out early next year. Could come out as late as holiday of next year. We've got some time to kill. Nintendo, obviously, putting all over the place with these fillers and the Nintendo Switch calendar. So maybe, with that Nintendo Direct confirmed for June, maybe we've got some more remakes, remasters, filler titles that we can put on the Nintendo Switch before the Switch 2 comes out. So I want to see what Ethan came up with for this list. 13 Nintendo ports, remasters, and remakes. Chat, what would you want to see? You have the opportunity to poof into existence a Nintendo Switch remaster, remake, or a port. Tell me what you think. What are you picking? What are you picking? The Tiz says, new Paper Mario commercial reminded me of DS era ads. Really, Tiz? Should I look into this? Should I watch the commercial? Is it really this interesting? Let me pull this up. Apparently it's a new Paper Mario commercial. How do I find it, Tiz? What's it called on YouTube? And then maybe I'll just pull it up and watch it. Maybe. Let's see here. Paper Mario. I'm not seeing it on Nintendo's. Where do I find it? If you can tell me where I can find it, Pokemon Ranger with Joy-Con. Oh, okay. The Tiz is saying the remaster that they want is the Pokemon Ranger, a remaster of Pokemon Ranger with Joy-Con as the stylus with motion controls. Very cool. Very cool. Tiz, yeah, let me know if you find that commercial and I'll watch it here. But yeah, Pokemon Ranger, I think that game could work. I think that game could work in the same way that like The World Ends With You works as a Switch game. You use the little Joy-Con as the reticle on screen. I think it could work. I think if I could magically port any game onto the Switch, Bungle says, from the prior consoles, I'd love to see Pokemon Coliseum 1 and 2. So Pokemon Coliseum and of course what is it? Gale of Darkness, maybe? Yeah. Haven't played those before. They look good. I've been thinking about going back and playing those. I've been thinking about it. All right. Let's see what Ethan picked. Okay. It took me a second to register what this was. Okay, so the first pick. Well, this worked out. All right. The first pick is Pokemon Black and White from the DS. Let me see what Ethan wrote. Somewhat divisive at the time for not pushing the series forward as much as some fans would have liked, Pokemon Black and White nevertheless sold a ton on the DS and packed in 156 new Pokemon, the most of any game in the series. Based on the Unova region, which is heavily inspired by New York City, the game features tons of urban settings and cool minigames. Wow, we haven't seen that yet, like Broadway-esque Pokemon musicals. With months of leaks heavily suggesting the Gen 5 games are the next ones to get remakes, after 2021's chibi overhauled Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, it seems like a foregone conclusion they'll come to Switch at some point. Hopefully the remakes aren't as bare bones this time around. Nice. LMAO, somebody watched your streams. Dude, maybe. Listen, I've been on Ethan's podcast. He follows me on Twitter. Is Ethan a fan? Definitely not. No. Ethan's never watched my streams. Ethan's too big time. Hi, Jake. Francisco's in the chat. Hi, Francisco. Let's see what we got next. Luigi's Mansion. I'm kind of surprised by this because we've got Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. Wouldn't it be weird if they were like, after 2 came out, they're like, okay, now here's 1? Wouldn't that be weird? I think if you do 1, again, it's more remake than it is remaster. And they like really go in. It's not just HD. It's like big enhancements in a way. You know what I mean? Something that makes it dramatically different from the GameCube version. Maybe a new control thing, new feature. I don't know. But I think you'd have to really go in. So Ethan says that it just makes sense to put the full trilogy on Switch at this point, which is a good point. Nothing compares to the original. It would be great to revisit this with more quality of life features too. Okay, yeah, okay. I want a more like remake for Luigi's Mansion 1. Punch Out Wii, Ethan speaking to my freaking soul, dude. Oh my god. I love Punch Out Wii. I'm a big fan of Punch Out, the original on NES, one of the few of that console's games that I'm like, nah, I'll still play this today, baby. Yeah, no, that would be awesome. This would be such a cool game to have on Switch. Dang, dude. Dang. Man, that's the top of my list now. That's honestly top of my list. This would be such an easy one to do a remaster on Switch too. You know what I mean? I feel like you could just copy this thing from Wii. Like, it'd be so good. Oh, it's such a unique game, man. Really cool. Put some new features in that puppy. Dang. I think Luigi's Mansion... Oh, Adzy's in the chat. I think Luigi's Mansion 1 needs to just be remade in the 3 engine, and that's it. I want something a little more ambitious, I think. I want something a little more ambitious. Go in with a finer tooth comb. I don't know. Super Mario Galaxy 2 was not as novel as its predecessors, but it was arguably the more polished and ambitious of the two games, with bolder level designs that leaned into the weirder gimmicks more. Nintendo brought the first Super Mario Galaxy to Switch and 3D All-Stars. It probably should have been included in that anthology, and maybe the fact that it wasn't means we might still get a full-blown remake. Yeah, it really makes you wonder. It makes you wonder what their plan is for that. Why it wasn't in that collection, you know? It makes you wonder if they have some kind of grand plan for it. But it's definitely weird. I really like Mario Galaxy 2. I like it more than Mario Galaxy 1. I like how they do the level, like the menu and like the hub and everything. Mansion 1 needs 0 changes. It's amazing. Yeah, and Adam, that's why I kind of think like if you're going to remaster it, it's just for the ability to play it on a modern console, and I find that to be like conservative. So I'm like, man, what would you do if you were gonna remake Luigi's Mansion 1? Like, make it like a different game almost, because Luigi's Mansion 1 is already so good. Just give me like a different take almost. So I don't know. Let's see what we got next. This is a good list. Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. Okay, I get it. You know, Metroid Prime remastered. Everybody likes it. We want the next one. I get it. Xenoblade Chronicles X. I get it. One of the final. Jake looking for that Luigi's Mansion 1 first-person shooter. I don't know. I just think like, give me the Resident Evil 2 remake to Luigi's Mansion. You know what I'm saying? What deserves remakes? That's like a very broad question. But I think to me it's like, I as a consumer, I like when games are remade just to bring them to the audience that can't play them on the modern console. Like as a consumer, I appreciate that. But like as a critic, I often find that to be like uninteresting and a little like, I find that to lack ambition. So like the critic side of my head is like, oh, okay. I mean, how excited am I supposed to get in my critical brain of like the Paper Mario Thousand Year Door remake, you know? Because it's inherently a conservative product. You know what I mean by that? And I think like as a consumer you can like it, but as a critic, I'm just kind of like, it's sticking to what they know. It's sticking to what they know. I got a dip. Sad I won't be here for the present opening. Oh my god. Don't let this become a Smiling Friends episode, Jake. I'll be back if I can. We need Splatoon back. Tis. Oh my god. So for me, what deserves a remaster is deciding what a game achieves. Why is Luigi's Mansion 1 so good? Why do people like that game more than they like Luigi's Mansion 2 and 3? And can we take the scaffolding? Can we take the blueprint of that game and try to achieve the same goals in a slightly different way? I think that's how I like to think about remakes. Donkey Kong Country Returns for the Wii. Yeah, that's like an easy one to put on Switch, I think. People really like Tropical Freeze now. I feel like this would maybe do a lot better than it did the first time it came out. That seems like easy sales. I don't know, but again, it's okay. A little too easy for me. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. I'm totally unfamiliar with this, so that probably would be a cool one to remake. Adzi says, yeah, I agree on the 1,000-year door point, but all that goes out the window when it's a game I love. I totally get that, because that's your consumer brain. That's your consumer brain. I think at that point, you may as well make Luigi's Mansion 4 instead. Yeah, I get that. To me, it's like, why do the remake instead of make Luigi's Mansion 4? Is because it's like, oh, there's a boss in Luigi's Mansion 1, and I want to take another swing at that boss. You know? I want to use those elements specifically. I'm attached to those elements. That's it. Mario and Luigi Dream Team. Dang, brother. Not Bowser's Inside Story. I gotta read his. I gotta see why he said this one. Of all the turn-based puzzle RPGs the Mario Brothers have starred in, Dream Team is probably the most unfairly maligned. Ethan. Making a little stance here. It's beautiful art and wonderful music, as well as the inventive 2D dream. Chat, do I need to revisit this game? Mario and Luigi Dream Team? Does anybody have a take about Dream Team? Chat, you gotta hit me with your takes on Dream Team. This is blowing my mind right now. I did not know anybody felt passionately about this game. This game is tainted by mind-numbing tutorials and terrible pacing. All problems easily remedied in a remake. With Superstar Saga and Bowser's Inside Story already having received upgrades, Dream Team feels the most ripe for a reimagining that can earn the sequel its due. Don't tell me Paper Jam deserves it more. Whoa. Chat. I love this take. I love this take by Ethan. This is a bold take. I'm kind of thinking about, I need to refresh myself on which one Dream Team is. Let me just pull something up here. Can I get a Dream Team trailer? Oh, here we go. Here we go, baby. How do I make this the right size? And now I just need to make the chat get sound. I wasn't planning on doing this. One moment, chat. One moment. Where is it? I got a long list of sound sources here. It could be any one of these. Okay, I think we got it. 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 Let me see. No? Oh, yep, we're in. We're in. Okay, we're in. Chat, this is a really fun trailer. Chat, are you feeling me with this? This is like an extremely fun trailer. Look at all the stuff that happens here. This is kind of blowing my mind. No, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out, chap. No, man. I did not love that. I did not love that, chat. No. Oh, let's keep it going. Oh my god. Okay. Whoa, weird battle mechanics. Chat, this is a blast from the past. This trailer does not end. Is this the whole game? Whoa. I can't believe this right now. Dang. Chat, am I crazy or was that like super ambitious? That seemed like such an interesting, like there was so much going on. Man, that was crazy. Wow. Okay. I like it, Ethan. I really like this take from Ethan. I really like it, chat. I think that's cool. Mario and Luigi Dream Team. Dude, I've been playing 3DS a lot. Jake accidentally watches the long play of the entire game. Oh my god. I've been playing a lot of 3DS lately, so I'm going to try to pick this up on 3DS. I'm going to give it a shot. I'll play this. Heck yeah. That's my favorite one on this list so far, I think. Nah, Punch-Out's my favorite, but that's one I wouldn't have put myself, I think. Twilight Princess HD. Chat, I gotta tell you, a part of me wonders if the reason we haven't gotten Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD is because on Switch 2, they have some kind of gamepad mode sorted out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you can preserve the Wii U gamepad features on Switch 2. I don't think Switch 2 has that. But a part of me wonders if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? Then Wind Waker, of course. Oh, and then another Zelda, Oracle of Seasons Ages. I'm not really interested in those. I know people like them. And then Mother 3, Ethan, language, brother. Language, brother. And that's it, I think. Cool. All right, great. Great. Oh my god, chat, wait. Okay, before we start Pokemon White, we have to open our package. Okay. So this is from, I sent him a message on Twitter and I told him we were going to open his package. But this is from Missigno96, who you see in the chat sometimes. So Missigno96, I hope you're here. Because I'm going to open your package. Now, it's a very like heavy package and there's like a lot to it. So I'm going to, just give me a second. Adam? Oh, Missigno96 is in the chat. Get hype, everybody. Get hype. All right, give me 1 second, chat. Okay. Okay. We're going full. We're going full screen. Hello. You've seen the man behind the curtain. All right. All right. I wanted to get a look at what it was before I showed it to everybody, because I wanted to make sure that nothing weird was going to happen. And now that I have seen what it is, chat, you are not ready. You are not ready, chat. Get ready to get your freaking minds blown, okay? Missigno96 in our audience made this. How is this real, chat? Oh my god. Can you believe this? This is professional craftsmanship. I am blown away right now. Oh my god. If you had the ability to do this, if I had the ability to do this, nobody could stop me. I would be unstoppable. Nothing would ever get done. Look at this guy. And he's got like a little hook on the back so you can hang him. But chat, let me show you the best part. How sick is this? Dang. This is so cool. This is so cool. This is I am touched. I am touched. There's also a letter here, but it says not to read it on stream, so I won't. But I am touched. This is extremely kind. What a special gift to mark the occasion of my first time ever streaming through an entire video game with chat. I'm so appreciative. I am emotional. I am emotional. Okay. I'm not going to read the letter on stream, but I am going to glance at it right now, and chat can discern what they may from my facial expressions. Yeah, you don't even know. You don't even know, chat. This is awesome. This is going to be in the background of every video I do, by the way. This is going to be right back there somewhere. I might even hang it like on the wall so it's sitting there. I freaking love this, dude. I freaking love this. I don't know if you caught this, Missing Now, but on this stream many times I have said like Psyduck is my favorite Pokemon, but I don't have any Psyduck stuff, and I'm always like, oh, I don't know what I want my Psyduck thing to be. And now I have it. Now it's over. The search is over. So that's just so cool. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. If we can get claps in chat for Missing No 96, claps in chat, I would really appreciate that. Just a round of applause. Round of applause. Oh my god. Man, what a time to be alive. Ooh, chat. I am touched. I am touched. Did you see the Psyduck hoodie on Anime Ape? I did not. I did not. All right. Let's play some Pokemon, baby. Dang. Ooh, that's a good emoji. That's a good emoji, Tiz. Man. How cool. Adam, are you still in the chat? You ever get something that cool? You ever get something that cool from one of your fans? Dear God. Man. Hello. Hello, Lawchuck. Thank you for joining us. Lion, yeah, I want to mail you something too. Okay. All right. I've got a system now. I've got a system. All right, chat. Let's get started. Psyduck is here. Prodigy is here, courtesy of Missing No 96. For every future run. Every future stream, Prodigy will guide us. Right. Chat, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? We're reviewing the team. We of course have Grape Juice, the Roggenrola, Babs, the Woobat, Thumb, the Throw, Prince, the Servine, Text Me, the Timpole, Chip, the Lillipup, and that's our 6-man squad. You put away the monkey? I thought you were a believer. Yes. I put away the monkey. I was a believer, but we found this guy and it was over, dude. I love this guy. I love this guy so much. Gotta update the sprites? No, the sprites are updated. Who's not updated? You're right. You're right. I see it now. I see it now, chat. Chat, where are we in our adventure? What's next? I don't even know. Where are we going? Are we about to do a gym? Oh, no. We did the gym battle and something happened with the evil team, right? When we're like chasing after them. Man, I gotta tell you, I have felt extremely called to play this game. And I even thought to myself, I was like, oh, I might have to abandon the stream, put this puppy on my DS, and just go to town because I've been itching to play more of this game, dude. Oh my god. All right, there we go. We are all in, baby. Pinwheel Forest, that's right. Prince needed an updated sprite. Yep. Okay, we got him. Cool. Is everybody healed? Are we ready to go? Yeah, we're ready to go. Great. Let's do it, baby. I'm excited to get like my bike in this game. I feel like I'm not schmoovin' yet. I need to be schmoovin'. All right, so Ethan said these games should get a remaster or a remake on Switch. So this leads to Pinwheel Forest. If they manage to scuttle off into the forest, we might have trouble. Oh yeah, so I guess this is our guy. Oh, I thought Pinwheel Forest was down here. It's this way. I just completely ignored this. Chat, do you hear that music? Dude, what a time to be alive. Oh. Well, you see, there are two ways out of Pinwheel Forest. The road that goes straight, and the path that winds through the woods. I will take the straight road after them. If they're not there, I'll block the exit. Would you please take the other way and check whether Team Plasma's hiding in there somewhere? You run into a lot of trainers, but it's basically a single path. So I'm sure you won't get lost. Come on, let's do this. For Lenora's sake. Okay. Wait, no Audino either? Yeah, I know. It turns out I like this Pokedex way more than I thought. I just found a bunch of guys I like. What can I say? All right, I kind of thought they were going to put us with Berg so we could do a bunch of 2v2 battles. But I guess we're on our own. One artist versus like 10 evil team members casually blocking the road. So. Oh, man. Twins, Mayo, and May? That seems... Sawaddle. They are. Get them, boys. Ooh. Good damage. Good damage. Whoa. Eating away at Babs there. Oh, no, that's gonna hurt. Ooh, grape juice. Okay. Ooh, this is nice. This is good stuff. Keep going, baby. Come on, grape. Come on, grape. Come on, grape. Yeah. You'll have to see it. Man, every time I play these games, I'm like, I am once again surprised at like how fast the battles run. It's like a whole thing, chap. They must have gotten some feedback about the last games. Did you know the nurse heals you? Yeah. Wait, so these would have been the ones after like Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. So I wonder if speed was like really a priority for them. They were like, man, people really had an issue with the speed of the Gen 4 games, so they prioritized it in these. Because these battles are crazy fast, dude. They're like, what move do you want to pick? Okay, we're doing it. You know, it's like the urgency. Oh, here we go. Team Plasma. Oh, man. Pardon me. Here we go, baby. Ooh. Let's go, Grunt. Sandile. Look at this guy. Nice, dude. Sandile. Intimidate? No. Fighting a Blissey was a chore in Gen 4. Oh, yeah. I've seen the GIF or whatever. I've seen that. Hit him with the old sand attack. How do you like when you get all sandy, Sandile? Whoa, that hurt way more than I expected. See, there was like a type disadvantage there that it's one of those that does not register in my brain. Oh God. Like the ground versus rock. I will never keep that in my head. Oh no. Oh no. Sorry, grape juice. I guess you're done. I guess you're done, buddy. Oh, grape juice trying to hold on. Trying to hold on for his dear life. Can he do it? Still alive. Oh, grape juice. No. Brutal. All right, let's finish off this Sandile. Double beam. Nice. Cool. Mud shot. Heck yeah, dude. Love that. Oh, ground type move? Don't mind if I do. Man, I'm so curious what the end of this little encounter is going to be. Like, what's the... If you want to get it back, you're just going to have to look for my associates. Interesting. Like, what is the end of this sequence of events? This game loves putting me in little sequences like this, so I'm really curious about it. Will we gain any understanding? This is a cool area visually. Gets really dark, like in the forest, like reminiscent of Viridian Forest, you know. Neat area. All right, who we putting in? We can keep Grape in, right? Oh, stopping us. My, could you be looking for something? I guess. Man, so we didn't even look at any of like the wild Pokemon out here, did we? I don't know who's out here. Probably Sawaddle. So they told me to go find fighting Pokemon in Pinwheel Forest, and I went and found fighting type Pokemon, but I didn't even go in Pinwheel Forest. Dear God. What was I doing, chat? Hey. Come on, cat, be cool. Oh yeah, Grape, that's nice. Ooh, that's good, Grape, that's good. Oh my God, Grape. Oh, so close. Nice. You have no idea? Wow. Wow, there's a lot musically going on here. A lot of changes. Sorry, I'm empty-handed. Do I look like the kind of girl to carry a heavy load? Okay. Nope, Lion, I didn't say anything. Nope, nope, stop it. Stop it. Oh look, it's Venipede, a favorite of the chat. A favorite of the chat. I will not disrespect Venipede. I will not disrespect it. I will not catch it, but I will not disrespect it. Good boy, Grape. Good boy. From my point of view, the only voice I heard was yours, Jake. No. I didn't say a thing. I can hear your thought. Nope. No. Man, look at our little team bouncing up there on the top. That's so fun. I wonder what this item we're about to pick up is. Will it be a healing item, a Pokeball of some kind, or a TM? Place your bets. What's it gonna be? X item, the worst answer. All right. There we go. Big Rude. I'm going Big Master Ball. That would be awesome, dude. Yo, guys, unironically good idea for Pokemon. How sick would it... Ooh, Sewaddle. How sick would it be if they just dropped a Master Ball somewhere and then way later in the game, they introduced some scientist that was like, brother, you gotta help me out. I lost the Master Ball. That'd be so funny, dude. All right, Sewaddle, here's the deal. If you survive this Rock Blast, you get to be captured. Oh, putting up a little fight, are we, Sewaddle? Dang. Wow. All right. Fate was on Sewaddle's side. Sewaddle, the sewing Pokemon. Interesting. This Pokemon makes clothes for itself. It chews up leaves and sews them with sticky thread extruded from its mouth. What? This Pokemon makes clothes for itself? Oh, I kind of see it now with the design, actually. Wow, she's kind of... Wow, okay, she's a visionary. Wow. Wow. Okay. Her name is Gala. Gala the Sewaddle. I like it. I think that's cool. Being the sewing Pokemon is pretty sick. That's nice. I think that's cool. No, Sewaddle. No. We've had enough of you. No, Sewaddle. No. No. Alright. Gala. Is there anything up here? No. Looks like a dead end. So it's just to fight this trainer? Okay. Weird. I wonder what it was like, chat, to be the exact age that, like, this was your first Pokemon game. I wonder what that's like. I wonder what you think about this game, you know? Just how that would, like, change your... Whoa! Sorry, Babs. You know what I mean? Like, you could not care less about Charizard. These are the Pokemon that you love. Like, what is that person like? How are they different? How has their brain chemistry been altered? You know? Because I think a lot of us here suffer from the same brain disease. In terms of when Pokemon got in. What's it like? Oh, thanks. What's it like to be somebody who, this is Pokemon? I don't even know if that person exists, if I'm being honest. Like, they must. They must. But it's hard to imagine, you know? Like, oh yeah, the big question. Who you're gonna pick, Snivy, Tepig, or Oshawott? That was the question on everybody's mind when I was a kid. It's hard for me to put myself in that person's shoes. You know? Because I do feel like there are a lot of people who have talked about their first games being Diamond and Pearl. Like, I can imagine that person. But it's hard for me to imagine the person who's like, oh yeah, my first Pokemon games were the Pokemon games on DS, but the second ones, you know? No, not Diamond and Pearl, not Platinum, not Heart Gold or Soul Silver, but Pokemon Black and White. Those were my first. You know what I mean? It feels like that's like a tougher window to get in. I'm guessing the limited decks would be weird if you go to another game, but also most kids are probably exposed to legacy Pokemon via media. Yeah, so they could have been confused playing this. That's interesting. By training many different Pokemon, I'd have 50 level Sea King. I'm that person. Wait, really? Now imagine Black and White 2 being your first. That I truly cannot imagine. That I truly cannot imagine. Because you're just paint a picture for me, chat. Paint a picture. Oh, dang it! I thought he could survive. How, if you turned on Pokemon Black 2 or White 2 in the same way that I turned on this one, we wouldn't even know it was like you'd be fine, right? You could play that game without any knowledge of anything that happens in this one, and you would piece it together. It's nothing too complicated, right? Or is it actually way more complicated than that? And they would just constantly be referencing stuff, and I would be going, I'm sorry, what happened? Is it that kind of thing? Is it really that crazy? Yeah, you don't really see why characters are being weird. Okay. So it's a 2. It's a capital 2. It'd be like starting Final Fantasy Rebirth before the original 7. Really? That's pretty big. That's interesting, chat. I'm surprised to hear that. It's a capital 2. Yeah. Chat, I think my take so far with this game is that this is like the most on rails Pokemon game I've like ever played. And not in terms of it like playing itself, but just in terms of it being like, no. You do this, then you do this, then you do this. Like it is you are on a path. Woo. Yeah, there's not a lot of reasons to backtrack. Oh man, this thing's got that poison touch. You hate to see it. Nice. No. So Jake, what will be your future kid's first Pokemon game? Wow, great question. I guess it'll be Pokemon Circle and Pokemon Square. Pokemon Sphere and Pokemon Line. I don't know. I do think one day Pokemon will do that. I think they will do like 3D, 2D or something. Oh, dang, I thought we could kill it. Oh, okay, we're good, we're fine. Pokemon this one and Pokemon that one, that'd be pretty good. Pokemon capitalism, Pokemon communism, dude, that'd be crazy. Chat, what if they did that? What if they did that? Which one do you think would sell more? Genuinely. Yeah, putting it out into the world. You put out a game called Pokemon capitalism and Pokemon communism. Heart stamp. What's this do? Physical move. The user unleashes a vicious blow after its cute act makes the target less wary. It may also make the target flinch. Dang, that rules. Capitalism. Third version Pokemon socialism? Wow. Here is why Pokemon capitalism and Pokemon communism would be great. Because you would have Pokemon YouTubers would be forced to study capitalist and communist ideology. That's why it would be great. All of these people all of a sudden would have to like quickly, you know, okay, so there's this guy called Marx, all right? Oh my god, dude. Oh shoot! Look at this! That was fun. Get great powers drawn from nature without opposing it. That's the strength of Rangers. Alright, Rangers. People would be judged so hard for buying communism? No, dude! I would be judging people for buying Pokemon capitalism! What is wrong with you? Oh no, text me. Text me does not have the type matchup here. Text me, is there anything you can do? Turn it around, buddy. Turn it around. Oh no, you've been seated. This is not good, text me. Hit him with the supersonic. That's nice! Alright, hit him with the strongest bubble beam you've ever done, buddy. No! Text me! Come on, let me see this strong bubble beam. Oh, what a bummer, dude. I'm just thinking about all the YouTube videos now, dude. All right, guys. So I came across this thing called the Manifesto, and oh man. I gotta tell you, confusion has not been working for me in this game. I feel like people are coming out of being confused fast. It's bumming me out. Oh, and he's just leech seeding me again? This, dang it. I wonder if Prince can learn leech seed. I love leech seed. The Manifesto would replace the Dex. Oh my god. No, insane time to be alive. Chat, I made a tweet today talking about how I think the Switch 2 will have DS games on Nintendo Switch Online. I had people fighting me in the replies, and I found that I thought what I was saying was like very obvious, and people were like, no, they won't do it, Jake. They won't do it. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You think they're never gonna add another system to Nintendo Switch Online again? You think GameCube is more likely? Well, folks, I don't know. Sometimes I keep a tweet up just so I can come back to it later. You know what I'm saying? You know? Everyone who opposed me, face the truth. There was a very popular opinion that people were like, no, Jake, the only way they'll do DS on Switch 2 is if they can perfectly emulate it via having like the console in your hand and the console on the TV at the same time, gamepad style, so you can have like top screen, bottom screen. And I'm like, why do you think it is so important to do it perfectly? It is not. It is not important to do it perfectly at all, actually. Bare minimum is the name of the game with NSO. All right, baby. God. Need GameCube Online. Just GameCube Online's not gonna happen. It's just too easy. It's too easy to, like, think about the work that goes into remastering a GameCube game versus the work going into remastering a DS game. You gotta remake that entire DS game. GameCube game, that's easy. Relatively. Plus, putting like GameCube games on the subscription service, the file sizes when compared to the DS file sizes, DS is nothing. You know? There's a reason that the Nintendo DS was on the Wii U Virtual Console. Because it's the next logical one to do. We've already seen it. Are our memories so short? You're done, Pat Rab. Man, I love Prince, dude. Prince is looking good. Prince is looking good, chap. What would be the controllers they sell with it? Special stylus. Yep, I'm here to buy time. And if you don't go, and if you don't step lively, we're gonna get away. I gotta tell you, this is not hitting me like it's cool in the way that I think the game wants me to think it's cool. Going through these like little 3D logs, you know? They're a little convenient, if you ask me. It's a little like these perfectly placed, hollowed out, a thing we see in the natural world all the time. Hollowed out tree trunks. It's a little insane, you know? I don't know. I'm not impressed. This could have just been a ledge. I don't care. This is not hitting the way I think they want it to hit. You could do this like once, and I'd be like, oh, that's cool, you know? But to be like, oh, hey, there's a random platform up here, like, I don't know, chat. Oh, there's definitely another ranger on this little thing, right? Right here? Oh, I guess not. Weird. My concern is that Pokemon doesn't even use the touchscreen already on Switch games. Oh, I mean, listen, DS games on Nintendo Switch Online, I don't even think you're getting the Pokemon games, so I kind of think it's a, you know what I mean? Like that's not even in the conversation. So all you would have to do is look at the DS games that came to Virtual Console on Wii U, and then you get a pretty good idea of what you're gonna get when they come to NSO, I think. Mystery Dungeon was on those though, so that's something. All right, we're definitely about to fight a trainer. So who we throwing in here? All right, we got Prince and we got Grape Juice. Let's go, baby. Yep. As a kid, the first 4 logs were cool, but then fell off after that. Really speaks to how linear this is. Yeah. Hopefully Pokemon on Switch 2 is an upgrade and at least has Wii U level graphics. It's hard to say. Ooh, excuse me. It's hard to say what the graphics will be like, right? Because it's not even about the hardware. It's not. It has nothing to do with the hardware. The graphics on that first Mario game, though, are gonna knock your socks off. I guarantee you that. Jesus. Oh, man. I genuinely think people are not ready for it. How good the graphics are going to be on, like, Nintendo first-party games. I think people are not ready. I don't think people have realized how, like, how like old the tech in the Switch is, you know what I mean? People don't know. People don't know the jump that's about to hit them. The Wii U and Switch are virtually the same when it comes to graphical capability, you know what I mean? It's virtually the same. I understand that there's differences, but it's to the untrained eye, it's pretty much the same thing. And I don't know. I think you're about to see about a decade of graphical enhancements come to this next thing. Hey Jake, I was listening to your stream with Adam and now I see you're live. I'm debating whether to finish listening to that first or just chill here. Up to you, Peach. I'm everywhere. There's always gonna be more. Infinite content. So you're infinitely content. Oh, uh-oh. A pursuer? A kid like you beat some of us? That can't help. I'll take you on now. And the next Pokemon game will still look like mush. Yeah, probably, but you know, one day we'll get one that's not mush. And that'll be a glorious day. All the content. Yet never content. Yeah. Who's to say? Dude, his little noise when he comes out, Prince. So silly, dude. Vine Whip. Watcha. Nice. Pat-Rat, that's all you got? That's all you got, Pat-Rat? Oh, he's Biden, dude. He's Biden. He's Pat-Rat Biden, if you know what I'm saying. Jake, you ever play Ace Attorney? No, dude. Literally, never. Never. Never touched one. Never started one. Never hit plus on an Ace Attorney game. It's so good. People like it. Chat, tell me why. And tell me why you like Ace Attorney. Give me the pitch. Give me the sell. The music slaps in Ace Attorney? Cool. Given that the next one is a Legends game and is probably the same team as the last one, I'm not saying not mush, but it will likely be better than Scarlet and Violet. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Listen, it'll be better than Scarlet and Violet because you got to imagine that the scope is more focused, and with a smaller scope, you would hope that that means a greater sense of polish on the game all around. You would hope, you know. I mean, I don't know. I think if Legends ZA does not look good, that is a bad sign, brothers and sisters. A bad sign. Fine, take your stupid skull. Oh, nice, we got it. We got our guy back, our Dragonite head. All right, cool. We got our Dragonite head. So the dream our king had, the dream we had won't come true. Chat, why did they want this stupid thing? Why did they want this Dragonite head? Oh, the music. Who is this guy? Gorm? How are you holding up, fellow subject of our king? Gorm of the Seven Sages. I'm mortified that this skull, which we went to so much trouble to obtain, was stolen from us so easily. It's not important. We can afford to abandon the dragon skull. According to the results of our research, this is not the legendary Pokemon for which Team Plasma is looking. It is completely unrelated. But we will not allow anyone to disrupt our plans and get away with it. You know, this would be a really good time for, no, that would be too crazy of a coincidence. But, you know, there was like that guy we ran into that we split up. We said, okay, you go this way in the forest, I'll go that way. Turns out the bad guys were in the way that I went. But if that guy just happened to show up here right now to help us battle this guy, but that'd be too good. That could never happen. We will fix it so you never interfere with us again. Well, golly. Phew. I was sweating there for a second, chat. Thank God this guy showed up. I thought it was going to be a 2-on-1. Oh, sweet. The bug Pokemon were getting all worked up, so here I come. And do I spy with my little eye the important-looking guy? Are you here to help your friends whom I defeated? Oh, and this lady came. Jake Berg. The others didn't have anything. And who are you supposed to be? Is this the guy, the big boss? I'm one of the 7 sages of Team Plasma. Getsus, another of the 7 sages, will liberate Pokemon with words alone. The remainder of the 7 sages have ordered their compatriots to take Pokemon with full force. But the odds are a little against us now. To you, the bug Pokemon user Berg, and the normal Pokemon user Lenora, I say, know your enemies, know yourself, and need not fear the result of 100 battles. This time, we shall retreat quietly. To secure the liberation of Pokemon, we will steal from Pokemon from trainers. Even though you are gym leaders, we will not tolerate any further obstruction from you. In any case, we will settle this someday. I hope you are looking forward to that time as much as I. And they're gone, chat. Don't worry about it. I like... Maybe I'm the problem, chat, but I just can't imagine sitting at my desk, writing a story, writing all that dialogue that no one cares about, and then at the end of the scene going, and then they disappear. I just can't imagine it. It is so lazy to me. It is so lazy. It is so meaningless. I just cannot imagine doing that. What are you planning to do, Berg? Are you going to chase them? Like we just did? We got back the stolen skull, and if we corner them, there's no telling what they might do. Meaningless statement. I think I'll be heading back, Lenora. Well now. Well, I'll be waiting for your challenge at Castelia's Pokemon Gym. Yes, indeed. I am certainly looking forward to it. Wow. There was no point. Berg served no purpose. We introduced Berg. We split up from him in the forest. He came back and he left for no tangible purpose. Brutal. Jake, you're holding the drag. It should have just been Lenora. They should have just... Okay. All right. And now we don't have the dragon skull anymore. Jake, thank you so much. With a kind trainer like you taking care of them, the Pokemon with you must be happy. Here is a token of my gratitude. Please use it carefully. And here's a Moonstone. Here, I just had it on me. Here's a Moonstone. This is a Moonstone. Some Pokemon evolve when you use this item on them. Now I must take the Dragon Skull back to the museum, so you take care of yourself. Yeah, all right. And we're back in control. All right. God, chat. That sucked. God, that sucked. And we're back here. Wait, where is here? Oh, I have no idea. I have no idea where we are. Look, this is a gym badge from Striaton City. Oh, you have it too, then let's have a Pokemon. Like, where? Oh my God. All right, I've been thinking about this a lot. I've been thinking about how people talk about story. Let's have an open forum right now, chat. I've been thinking about why sometimes things click for other people, or people really get into stuff and it doesn't activate me the way it activates other people. And I've been wondering why that is, and I think I figured it out. I think that when people talk about story, and when people say, I like this story and I don't like this story, I think what people are talking about is what the story is about, and like thinking about the ideas that the story is concerned with, right? And it's like, I think when I talk about story and whether or not I do or don't like a story, I think the thing I'm talking about is, the technical term would be the way it is dramatized, the dramatization of it, the kind of like, the movements, the ways in which a story articulates the things that it is saying. Having a character, when a character enters a scene, what purpose they serve, why they leave a scene when they leave, like those kinds of things that tie the story together. And I think that like, I think when a lot of people talk about story, they're actually talking about something that is not on the page. You know? I think people are talking about like a conversation about the thing that is not necessarily the thing. Wait, what am I doing? Hold on, grape juice. The ground type move, Mud Slap. This doesn't seem. I actually like the moves we have. I'm gonna miss it. Oh, 1 second, chat. The writer, Jake, what's your view on video game characters always having amnesia? I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It's a device. It's a device, right? And I think you can use that device well, or you can use it poorly. I think what's interesting to me is like, are you using amnesia because it's convenient, or are you using amnesia purposefully, right? Like, I think in like Breath of the Wild, for instance, amnesia is used really well. Is amnesia the most common medical condition in video games? Oh, 100%. You know, because in Breath of the Wild, like the hooks of that game are about like not knowing what's around every corner. Like that's, I think, the most compelling thing about that game. And to be somebody that has no memory of that area, I think helps articulate that design, right? They help each other. It's yeah, they work together. And do some games use amnesia because they're like, all right, we need to give this character a reason to start from level 0 and learn their powers and abilities over time because we are in a video game? Probably, yeah, right? I was looking for my map, chat, and I realized I had to go to my bag. I gotta go to the key items. I gotta pull out my map. I just want to see. I have no idea where I am right now. Okay, so we're still in Pinwheel Forest. How do I get back on? How do I get back on Easy Street, chat? Oh, the time has changed over. This is cool. This is nice. Oh God, how's my team doing? Not great. Not great, chat. Let's get Thumb in there. North? Oh no, I went south. Brutal. But yeah, chat. Like, let me talk a little bit more about what I mean with the story. I think when people tell me about like when I hear about when I hear about Pokemon Black and White's story, people are talking about all of these ideas and how interesting and cool they think all of these ideas are, but people rarely like cite the text. You know, it's never like, oh my God, when this thing happens, it's such a moment. You know, because what that moment represents for the meaning of the game. It's more just kind of like, oh, I like meditating on these ideas. You see the difference? because of spoilers. I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. I think there are ways to cite a text without spoiling, right? Because okay, like for example, spoilers are answers, right? Spoilers are answers. So what are the questions, right? What are the questions being asked? And when people talk about the questions that this game asks, I think that they go, oh, here's an idea they bring up. And the idea, and by bringing up this idea, it makes the player wonder. And I go, that's interesting. Is there a way we could dramatize the question that is being asked further than that? Further than the idea being something that you wonder about? Is there a way that you could push the player into going down this path, going down that path? Like, just bringing up an idea and saying, oh, we're asking a question, to me, that's not enough. It's just not enough. Oh, nice. We're back. Concept versus execution. Yeah, I think that's a lot of it too. I don't know. I think part of it is sometimes I think people in game. Oh, chat! I can't believe this is happening. You're about to get my absolute hottest video game take that I really keep close to my chest. So brace yourself. Oh God, no! I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it, chat. Okay, chat might be ready. Oh, Dusty's here. What's up, Dusty? What was in the box? Oh, I'll show you in a second, Bunkle, because it's really cool. Okay, my absolute hottest steak. Oh, dear God. Okay, brace yourselves, chat. So, oh wow, I thought this was gonna be somebody I was gonna fight, but they're actually just a runner training for a marathon. That's one of my favorite details in this game so far. I love this guy. Just running back and forth here. Wow, I'm significantly faster than him. He is not gonna he needs to train. If this game were genius, if I came back in like a few weeks and he was significantly faster, that would be the greatest Easter egg of all time. Oh. All right, here's my take. Video games as a medium are a very young medium. Video games as we know them, I know they're older than this, but really like the thing that we think of when we think about video games has really only existed since like the 80s, right? You know? And I think criticism and a lot of stuff around media has, as the media grows and becomes legitimate, it starts to get more criticism and become more mainstream. But part of any artistic medium becoming legitimate, becoming mainstream, is that it gets criticism. If something is not getting criticism, that means it's like not yet a legitimate mainstream artistic medium. You know what I mean? Criticism helps legitimize art forms. So I think that video games are super, super young. Like, a lot of us probably have parents that have been alive much longer than video games have existed. Whereas, do any of us have parents and relatives that are alive longer than, like, movies? Maybe. Books? No. You know what I mean? So, it's like, video games are a really, really young medium. And that means that video game criticism is really, really, really young. And I think that generally, we still have a long, like a really long way to go in terms of developing video game criticism as like a worthwhile venture and like a purposeful thing. And I think that we still lack a lot of language. And I question sometimes like how good we are at criticizing video games and how much distance there is between the video game creators and the video game like critics, and how little we understand about what goes on behind the scenes and like how games are made. but also just the ability to do a close read, to like really in a media way, in a media centric way, like, you know, perform an exegesis of a piece of text the way you would a play, like a critical analysis of something. Doing that for a video game, I think that that's something that we still like don't quite have under us yet. So I don't know, like sometimes I think when we talk about video games, I think we fall into the trap of talking about them as consumers. And I think a lot of us are just consumers, and I think that that's fine to just be like, how is this thing as a product? But like to go the extra mile and say, what is this achieving and how is it achieving it? What is an effective way to achieve this? This doesn't feel that spicy. Okay. All right, good. I just know some people would take offense to this. I just think it's like Pokemon Black and White have a really good story because they interrogate using Pokemon as tools. They, you know, like a kind of like animal fighting perspective on Pokemon. And it's like, okay, they bring that up in these games. But what are the devices? What are the tools? What is the methodology that this game uses to interrogate that question? You know? What does it do to talk about that question and develop that idea? It introduces it very early on. So from the introduction of that idea, how does it massage that idea throughout the course of this adventure? Does the game ever push you, oh wow, now I kind of think I'm leaning this way because the game did this. Oh wow, it actually, now the game's doing this and now I'm definitely the other way. And then, oh no, by doing this, it really, like, does it take you on that kind of, you know, this way, that way kind of journey? Like, I don't know. And I kind of think that sometimes a game introduces an idea and people are like, well, that idea unto itself is interesting because I'm injecting interest into it. I'm developing that idea in my own mind. And I don't care about that. I don't care about that at all. I care about how the game is dramatizing its perspectives and positions. And so far in this game, all I've seen is people show up and say the same thing again and again and again and again. At some point, it needs to do something else. And it doesn't have to be in the text. Video games are not just about the text. It's not just, stories are not just about the words. It's not just about, there are other ways to massage the experience. And I'm not seeing it quite yet. So that's it. That's my take. I can feel it, the presence of fierce Pokemon. What a weird thing to say. Huh. Show rather than tell. Yeah, and you can tell. You can tell. Jake, I 100% am picking up what you're putting down. Thank freaking God, dude. Thank freaking God, because I can't tell sometimes if I'm just having a Joker moment in my own head. But how does this level of analysis critique be introduced into discussion organically? Because like that, with any game, we're reaching that. Oh, okay. So yeah, the way it happens organically is that, I hate to say this because it's going to sound so mean, but I think good critical analysis helps you understand why you feel about why you feel the way you feel about stuff, right? So that was a great episode of Catch My Drift just now. Oh God. Okay. So can I do this? Can I yap a second? I feel like I have a really great example. I bust this example all the time. So, in God of War 2018, okay? There is a moment in that game. I'm full spoilers for God of War 2018. I love you all. Full spoilers. That game has a story, right? And it has a story that's very obvious. And it's done in kind of like a Jake Cam time. Good call. Good call. Good call, Forrest. Good call. Good call. Give me 1 second. We're gonna make it happen. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Jake Cam. Let me turn the game volume off. Let me get my music going in the back. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to Jake's story time. God of War 2018. You've got this guy Kratos, and he's trying to figure out how to be. There's two stories, right? His wife, the mother of his child, has died, and he is fulfilling her final wish. He is taking her ashes to the highest point in all of the realms. And the actual story, the story underneath that story, is he's trying to figure out, now that that woman is gone, now that the mother of his child is gone, how can he, Kratos, be a father to this kid? And we know that there's a meta story here, right? Because it's a soft reboot. All of these other God of War games have been so perversely violent. Violent in a way that is gratuitous. And now the meta text is, how are we going to reinvent God of War as a video game into something new? While the actual text is, how is Kratos going to reinvent himself into something new? The game is called God of War because it is a reinvention of the God of War franchise. It is a fresh start. And you have Kratos trying to, in a lot of ways, have a fresh start for himself. So you see the meeting of these two ideas, right? The most powerful moment in the game for me is there's a moment where Atreus has been captured or something. Like Atreus is trapped somewhere, and the only way that we are going to be able to get to him, the only way that we can access where he is, the only way that we can save our son and we can move past this barrier that the game has placed in front of us, is we go back to our house where the game started. We go back to the house, and like underneath the floorboards, we get out this box, and it's the blades of chaos, right? It's the weapon that Kratos used for all those other games. In this game about reinvention, in this game about trying to leave the past in the past and be this new thing, you have this moment where Kratos looks at these weapons that he used in God of War 1 and God of War 2 and God of War 3. That these weapons that he has to literally chain around his arms to use. And when he takes the bandages off of his arms, you can see the imprints, the scars of those chains for the first time in the game. And to save his son, to carry out his mission, he has to embrace this version of himself in the past. And he has to face that version. He can't forget it. He has to face it. So there is the maximum amount of friction here in the story, in the story. The thing he is trying to run away from, he now has to run towards it. And this epiphany in the game and what this means, to be this violent person again, to take up the mantle of this thing that represents everything you're trying to get away from, to be this thing. What is the epiphany for the gamer, right? And it is now you have this weapon that completely changes the way that you play the game. Your tool set is entirely transformed. The character has an epiphany of the self, but you have an epiphany on the controller. You are aligned in that moment. A whole new world has opened up to you. And now these enemies in the game who you could not defeat with your previous tools are now easily defeated with the Blades of Chaos. Violence comes so easy to you now because you picked up this weapon. And now that you have embraced that, and now you have felt that on the controller, you have felt that as a player, and you have felt that as an observer, and you have felt that as somebody who is supposed to be inhabiting Kratos' body and mind in this moment. What is that kid gonna think when he sees you? Because you're different now. You are different. You just defeated those enemies that you could not defeat before. You easily defeated them, and now that kid's gonna see it, and what is he gonna think? And I think it's like, I think there's a reading of that moment where it's like, oh my God, we got the Blades of Chaos, the iconic weapons from the God of War franchise. That is such a surprise. That is so cool. Nobody saw that coming. That is awesome. And everybody goes, yeah, that is awesome. But I think that's only 10% of that moment. And I think that's only 10% of why that moment is so cool and powerful, and why that moment has a perspective, and when that moment is executed, when it's executed, right? Because that moment works at that point in the story. If you were to move that moment at any other point in that story, it doesn't work quite as well, because you needed it to represent something for the player and for Kratos and all this other stuff. So yeah. I just think like, so anyways, to answer the original question that Lion or that Bungle posed, the reason you do this kind of criticism and commentary is so that people can go, man, we all loved that moment. Why is that? And then you develop the tools to talk about that moment and explain like, wow, this is why that hit so hard. This is why that was so powerful. And this is why this works as a game, right? Because it's not just something in like it works in a movie. Like the movie element of what that all means for Kratos, that's all there. But the reason that works in a gameplay sense is because you're fighting these enemies that you can't hurt. You get the Blades of Chaos. Now you can hurt them easily. And that is a, you know, content and structure meet each other perfectly in the in like the video game medium. So yeah. So there you go. I can't imagine this perspective getting any pushback in the modern gamer space. I think the pushback I'm perceiving that I think I would get is that I think people could hear me talk right now and think that I'm like looking down on a lot of games media writing and the value of it. And they're like, well, somebody can just enjoy stuff, Jake. Why do you have to intellectualize everything? And I'm like, I totally get that. But like, as an artist, this is what I am concerned with. And I like interrogating games as art. And I like, it's okay. It's okay if people don't like doing that. Yeah. I don't know. I find that that's the most friction I bump up against as a human being. You know what I mean? It's like when I say this is why something worked for me, they're like, well, that's not true. It's like, yeah, I know. I'm not trying to fight you. I'm not trying to fight you, you know? I'm just talking about me and my tastes and the things that I like. So, all right. Let me read the comments. I confused you guys because now you both have the same color text in the chat. So I just was just taking a glance over. Thank you everybody for coming to my talk. Oh my god. You should do a list of your favorite stories in video games. Yeah, it's funny. I gotta actually ask myself that question. I'm not good at cataloging that kind of stuff, you know? So I'd have to really get in my memory banks. And I like different stories for different reasons. 4C the reply, stop making video games political. That is 100% correct. 100%. No, that's 100%. Yeah, and that's the thing. That's why I can't take these takes mainstream. I'll get too much. People will jump on me too much. But yeah. And in screenwriting, I have a screenwriting background, obviously, and I think that's where a lot of this stuff comes from. So if you're using screenwriting terms and you're thinking about story in that way, you would identify something in Kratos that I would call the core wound, right? The character's core wound. And the moment of catharsis is the moment in the text where you push as hard as you can in on that core wound and see what your character does. So those are your two terms that I'm teaching you today, okay? Core wound and the moment of transcendence is how I refer to it when I teach. The moment of transcendence. Yeah. Yeah. A similar moment that kind of comes to mind, the first time you get the symbiote suit in Spider-Man 2, Yes, good demigod gaming. Very good student. A+. Spider-Man 2 is very good at this. Spider-Man 2 is very good at understanding that a revelation, an emotional revelation for a character should have a gameplay revelation that aligns with that thing, right? When Miles has a revelation about who he should let into his life and who he should push away, you get a power in that game that speaks to that revelation, that specific one. Yeah, it's very cool. Very good video game for that. And a lot of people didn't pick up on that, and it kind of bummed me out. I think Spider-Man 2 got overlooked for, I think it's so good in a lot of obvious ways that it gets overlooked, and for a lot of the more minute ways that it's smart and good. So all right. A lot of yapping today, chat. A lot of yapping. I think the only way I'm going to get through Pokemon White is if I do start playing some off stream on my DS, dude. Which I want to do, so maybe I should do that. Chat, here's the deal. This shot rules. This is one of the most titillated moments I've had in this video game. Because you know what this is to me? This is like, no, don't do it. We'll worry about it. Oh, okay, all right. This to me is like, what is it? What is this doing to me? It gets me excited about the future. If I'm a kid and I'm playing my Pokemon on my DS, if I'm a kid and I'm playing Pokemon on my DS, I come through here. The camera angle's down. This is how I'm seeing things. This makes me go, oh my god. This is where they're going. They have a vision. They have a vision for this Pokemon game that I've only dreamed about. You know? Yeah, there's something about this. There's something about this. It's like you don't think that this is possible. You know what I mean? What they're doing right now. Seeing your character move like this. Man. Even this is kind of cool, right? Yeah. It's not perfect, but it's cool. It's cool. In battles, striking first is essential. So here, Quick Claw. I'm a Pokemon master. Ooh, I like this tune. There are people who are obsessed with certain items. They'll even buy your items for a lot of money. Huh. Okay. If you cross the Sky Arrow Bridge, this game has the worst proper nouns of any Pokemon game. Easily. The worst. What was going on over there when this game was being made? Who localized this game? Awful. Awful. Like seems fake almost. Ooh, that was kind of cool. All right, so this is it. This is the bridge. Woo! That car going by. It's like AI came up with the names 100%. Yes. Oh, come on, change the angle. Good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, Pokemon. Okay. Ew! Ew! Only truck that exists. They could only make one. I'm searching for the exact center point of the Sky Arrow Bridge. That's fun. This is cool. This is cool. Ooh! Ooh, and then pulling deep in. Okay. Wow, that's the Castelia City skyline. Cool. Neat. It is so hard to remake these games. It is so hard to remake these games. If you just do this with 3D models, like the Diamond and Pearl models, if you try to pull this with those models, it's embarrassing. So hard to remake this game. There's so many specific reasons why this works here that it wouldn't work in a remake, dude. You cannot remake this game. Nope, you can't remake it. Just throw it in the trash. It's not worth it. You can't do it. HD 2D. Yeah, I think that's your best bet, honestly. You can't do that with a free camera. Yeah, that's true. You know what? Maybe that's the path. Maybe the path is it's like a looser remake, right? And you don't even go for this kind of thing. You just are you're just like a person. Scarlet Violet style. I just don't see how you can achieve this effect in a remake, right? Even with like the buildings and stuff in the back, like we excuse that here because it's on the DS and it's not the important part of the effect. But could you imagine like the Diamond and Pearl art style is honestly like these 3D graphics. It's not that far away from this, but could you imagine seeing this in like a modern game on the Switch? People would be so, it would not work. It would not work at all. And I think you're forgiving of the 3D models because you have the sprites, you know? And the sprites almost serve as the things that like pull the focus, you know? It's like you make them really small and you make them like really close up and big, or you view them from different angles. It's like they're all like the ways that they play and talk to each other is how this works and why it works. So if everything is a 3D model all of a sudden, the illusion shatters. And nothing is special or important, and it's just like a weird shot, right? Damn, that's so hard. I have no idea how you go about remaking that. So hard. That's, yeah, you really gotta do something. Because it cannot be like Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. It'd be embarrassing. Hello, if you cross the Sky Arrow Bridge from this side, you will reach... Yeah, I know that. I did that. I walked so far, my legs are sore. Why don't you... Wait. Oh, okay, you don't have to look. All right. I'm glad it told me what my character did, though, in that moment. It almost feels like a remake would need to make it a cutscene rather than an in-game camera shift. That's interesting. I think you can pull the cutscene thing once, But like you have to assume people can freely walk, but you know, because like what do you do every time you walk between there? You roll a cutscene? Like I don't think that works. So you have to have some kind of answer. But I hear you. Maybe do it once as a cutscene for that reason. Let's Go style could look awesome if it's fixed camera. Yeah. Let's Go games are really nice aesthetically for sure. All right, what do we have here? Oh. All right, we're getting into some weird angles and shapes and stuff. Stick up your thumbs and curl in your fingers. Stick up your thumbs and curl in your fingers. This is a thumbs up pose. That means okay. In some places, it also means money. Pansage, Pansear, and Panpour are Pokemon that evolve with Special Stones. Oh, I didn't know they needed a stone. Which Pokemon do you want to evolve? Panpour. Yeah. Cool. I didn't know they needed stones. I figured they would just evolve. Cool. All right. I guess they're ready to... Oh, chat, I'm so sorry. I'm about to complain again. You're going to be so mad at me. I'm about to complain. Oh, God. I'm so sorry that I'm doing this. I'm so sorry. I'm such a big baby. But, like... All right, here it goes. Okay, so remember what I said earlier about me feeling like this is the most on-rails Pokemon game ever? Okay. So I think a Pokemon game, the story is more than its plot, okay? It's the decisions you make. It's you have autonomy in the story. When we played Heart Gold, part of the story was when we went around headbutting trees to find Heracross. That was part of the story, you know? And I think that this game... I was searching for the word agency, Tiz. I appreciate that. I think that this game, just now, it just showed me something. It was like, hey, we gave you that Pokemon earlier, and it was so... I talked about it in a past stream, how I would have gone about making that moment of giving us that Pokemon, the Pansage, the Panpour, the Pansear, how I would have gone about writing that moment. So it's virtually the same, but it's more memorable, it's more special, it feels more dramatized as a moment, so you remember it and have sentimentality towards it. And they just committed the same error twice. I just walked up to an NPC and it said, okay, it's time to evolve. It's time to evolve that guy I gave you earlier. Here you go. And it's meaningless. And to me, it would have been so easy to create a little moment in here where you see the same NPC that gave you the Pokemon to begin with. And they go, oh my God, you have the badge. You beat the gym leader that I gave you that Pokemon to beat. Dude, that is so awesome. Dude, that is so awesome. I actually got here. This is that Pokemon. If you want to beat future gyms, that Pokemon's gonna need to be stronger. Here you go. Here's the stone. Make it part of a... You know what I mean? Give that moment an arc. Let it develop over time. Run into that NPC a third time and have them fight you with the fully evolved versions of the two monkey Pokemon that you did not pick. Come on! Think! They just don't care in this game. They just don't care. Everything's a convenience. Everything is just, and then this person shows up and they give you this, and then this person exit, and then they tell you that. It's just so like, there's no depth of touch. There's no articulation. Makes me so mad. It's just such a small thing. You could fix it so easily. Castelia City has so many people. Sometimes there are people who are only interested in themselves. Rip. Busy. After I eat breakfast, I have to think about lunch. After eating lunch, I worry about dinner. Every day is the same. What a busy life. That's weird. Oh. I'm a battling clerk boy. I'm a battling clerk boy. But my Pokemon are weak. Okay. This is a failure of corporate deadlines rather than development decisions, right? Not saying you're saying that, just wanting to be clear, especially after seeing what the plucky squire will be. Yeah, that's probably true. That's probably true. I do think some of the stuff I'm talking about, though, I don't even know if it, like, I don't know if more time is the answer. I feel like I'm talking about something that I could just change the text in the document really fast and, you know, get the same result. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Should I change my Pokemon's moves or should I change my Pokemon? My favorite way to spend my lunch break is watching ships at the dock. What a funny little area. Oh, who's this? We've met them before, right? Want to recover Pokemon? Oh, sorry! Do you know GeoNet? Unfortunately, no. You see the globe on the second floor of the Pokemon Center? That's GeoNet. If you check on GeoNet, you can register the place you live. Okay, won't be doing that. Weird. You just like enter city, person comes, drop story, gym challenge. Yeah, dude. Yes, Forest. That's what I'm telling. That's what I'm saying. Writer's conveniences. It's so like, yeah. Castelli has so many people. Some of them won't stop yapping. Interesting. Is that me? I don't know. I think I've been shifting my mindset from developers being primarily tech nerds to artists. It shows where the bigwigs push narrative cuts and where their passions shined. Yeah, I guess I just don't know if they have it in them. I like Lillipup, sure. I'm not convinced that they have it in them. Yeah, that's it. And that might be unfair. Jake, will you just play the game? No. I'm so sorry. Wait, chat, look at this. Whoa. Wait. Whoa. Yeah, you know how people do Nuzlocke runs and shiny locks? This is a analysis lock. This is wait, did that say what I thought it said? Well, we gotta check this out. Guys, we can go right to the source. Oh, look at this. Is this supposed to be like a throwback, the statue being here? Damn, that's a good detail, actually. Damn it. It's very hard to please Jake. I'm wondering what Pokemon game would be considered a good story. Heart Gold! Heart Gold's a good story! Oh my god. Because he is alone and looks lonely. I was reading a book to him. I will read it to you too. Here, I'll keep reading. Zorua, who was left alone, wandered around looking for its mother. Have you seen Zorua? See, it's the Pokemon that looks like this. Okay. They say Zorua has the power to bewitch people. It would be scary if I were bewitched, but I like Zorua. Bro, you were critiquing every part of that game last time I tuned in. It's cool. That's part of your charm, Jake. No, I like Heart. I think Heart Gold actually does a good job of uplifting the more intangible story elements of a Pokemon game. I think like it understands what the charm of Pokemon is, and it lets those moments really sing. I actually think that that's really powerful in Heart Gold. I did think that the back half of that game kind of sucked, but it's because the sentiment was no longer pointed at the game. It was actually pointed back at the player. And it wanted to create a sense of nostalgic sentiment. And to me, that's like not as purposeful storytelling when you're just kind of like putting things in as, I think it's maybe like fan service, you know what I mean? So But yeah, so if you saw me yapping about not liking it, it was probably because I was in the post game. I was in the after beating the you know, when I was back in Kanto. Why are you blushing? Okay, so that's weird. Okay, so in Game Freak's HQ, they're just kind of having a little side conversation about Zorua. Jake got roasted by every gym leader. God. Oh, dude, yeah, that shit was so dumb. I literally, it was, dude, every single gym leader was just them going, "You remember me? I'm back." And I hate that. I find that to be so pandery. I get why it's there, though. I understand what they're doing. All right, let's talk to some of these Game Freak employees. Hi there, I am the game director. Oh, you are working on your Pokedex. If you fill it up a lot, please let me see. Beware of spoilers. What I'm working on is the ending of the game. Don't look at it here. You'll have to play it for yourself. Chat, it would be so awesome if I remade this game. I would have there be an interactable computer there that you could walk up to, press A on, and it would just tell you the end of the game. Like, whatever the biggest spoiler in the game is, it would literally be there. I think that would be so funny. That would, I think that would be, he tells you, don't look at it. Like you would have to talk to him, and then he would move and like walk away. So he's like, "Hey, don't look at my computer right now. It's going to spoil the game." And then he gets out of the way. So you have to talk to him first. And then the computer is there. And if you press on the computer, it spoils the game. And that'd be so funny. I am the graphic designer. I am devoting all my energy to every dot. Up. I should put one dot here as if I'm making this part hollow. I just wanted to see something, chat. Okay. A tip for getting strong in Pokemon battles. Let me see. I guess the most important thing is having a lot of battles. If you become very strong, come back and have a Pokemon battle with me. I'm Snorlax. No, I'm the planner. I don't mean to butt in, but the leftovers item is important, isn't it? I am the sound designer. I put in a lot of wonderful mechanisms to change the game's music. How many of them have you noticed? Huh. I think this game is maybe really good at interiors. I kind of like being in this space. I think it's nice. You know what I mean? Yeah, something about this works. So it kind of seems like a lot of post-game stuff. Like, you come back here after you've accomplished a lot, you come back and they probably do different special things. You visit Game Freak at the end. That's cool. Okay, well, yeah, I'm a fan. I keep it subbed because I was a fan of yours from Game Explained. Gotta go have a good stream. Thank you, Space Channel. Spoilers, you die. Where's the writer? Jake needs to talk. Oh my god, dude. I just keep mashing A at the writer. Jake, you're right. There's no localization specialist in this office that explains. So there it is. They outsourced it. They outsourced it, chap. All right, let's keep it going on here. So this is America, huh? This is why they get to say the game's based on America? Because they have a busy street. Jesus. Hello. If you'd like, I will massage your... Okay. Okay. I should have done Woobat. What was I thinking? No cars, though. Hey, this game also has a bald eagle. Wait, really? There's a bald eagle Pokemon in this game? Huh. When Pokemon are happy, I'm happy and I laugh. When Pokemon see me laughing, they will be happy too. Cool. So what is this place? It's difficult to watch TV from here. I wish I could turn this TV for that guy. You know? And then he gives me something. Braviary. Oh, dang it, this place looks too similar to the office we were just in. What a bummer, dude. They didn't even change the ground, the color of the ground. Check places you're curious about. You may find some hidden items there. If you use the town map item, you may find a new place to explore. Talk to a person you're curious about. It may be a wonderful encounter. People in the past said wise things. A child who sleeps well grows well. Yes, if a Pokemon uses the move rest, the Pokemon will fall asleep and recover. Okay. Thank you for the rest. Yeah, the layout, yeah. Cool, 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 cool. I'm reflecting now, chat, and I do believe I am that. Who was it? Space Channel G is correct about me. I am a bit of a complainer. I am. Maybe I'll try to be less of a complainer, chat. I just think I'm a critical guy. You know, that's it. I think if I'm not criticizing and I'm just kind of like eating up the slop, I do think I kind of lose my value, right? I think that's why we're here. To have a critical mind. To analysis lock Pokemon. Your complaints are good critical though. Okay. All right. I appreciate that, Tiz. Thank you. Wait, who in chat missed the gift that we got from Missigno96? Did anybody miss the gift? Oh, Bungle? Missigno96. Oh my god. Okay. We unboxed a gift at the beginning of towards the beginning of the stream. And Missigno96 is some kind of woodworker in their real life. You're not going to believe this. Look what they made. Is this not the coolest thing you've ever seen? And on the back, it's got a little label commemorating our... It's so cool. It's so cool, man. So grateful. So grateful to Missigno96. Man. Landscapes with people, landscapes with Pokemon. Each has power and beauty, compelling me to draw them both. Oh, my studio is down Mode Street a bit. Oh, that's a cool interaction, actually. Man, every trash can is empty. One day I'm gonna find something. Hey, trainer. Show me your paces. Give me a whirl. Let's do it, baby. All right, here we go. Oh, dang. I thought we were just gonna dance. Literally an invaluable gift. Dude, it's so good. No, I know. Chat, dude, no. Chat, I feel the exact same way. Wow, cool spray for this guy. You're now obligated to use Psyduck in every available game. I know, I'm gonna hang him up. So that he's like back here on the wall or whatever. But dude, Prodigy will always be present. It's so good. I just can't believe how like well made it is. Like this is actually like it's like shockingly high quality. It's good. Whoa, level 21 Pansage? Dang, brother. Oh no. Okay, Chip. Let me get him to flinch, buddy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, Chip. Oh, Chip. Okay, you're out, buddy. Get in there, Babs. You missed a trash can in the Game Freak office? Bummer, dude. Oh! Oh no. Do the best you can, Babs. Oh, the best you can. What a bummer. Oh god. Okay, we have a little bit of a problem here, folks. I'm doing it, baby. I'm doing the bide. I never do this. Come on. Yeah, baby. He's biding. Come on. Store it. Yes. Store the energy thumb. Okay. Thumb unleashed. Cool. It feels like it should be a prize in a secret underground Pokemon tournament. I know, dude. It's so good. It's outrageous how good it is. All right, we beat Dancer Mickey. Cool. Excellent. Dude, this is awesome. Congratulations. Herdier. Herdier, dude. This guy's awesome. So we saw this in the with the gym leader, the last gym leader that we fought. This is a cool Pokemon. I like it a lot. I hope it stays good enough for us to keep using throughout the whole game. Cause I just like it. I don't know. And I don't typically go for like a lot of normal type Pokemon, I feel like. But it's just nice. It's just a cool, it's just good. It's not too crazy. It's simple. Simple and nice. Talk to the other dancers? Cool. Yeah. Huh, wait, I want to do this. Where are they? Does he have Intimidate? Yes. Cool. Love that. Wait, where are the other dancers? Whoa, that girl with the blue hair at the end looks so sus, dude. What's she about? So sus. Pokemon trainers on Route 4 show combinations with Pokemon even during... Man, okay. So they're just gonna let me go out that way? I feel like there's so much stuff in this place. All these NPC running sprites? Yeah, you're right. I didn't take them in. Let me see. It's a cool effect. You know what I mean? It's simple, but it's a cool effect. I wish there was a little more going on here. Right? Huh. Ooh. Interestingly, this street is not super populated. Oh, that's a gym. Huh. And then we're back here. Passerby Analytics HQ. People what? What? Oh, God. Greeting is important, isn't it? If you don't mind, would you tell me your favorite greeting? Sure. He didn't say it. All right. Hey, Jake, just got off work. Finally here. Oh, hey, Jason. Lovely to have you. Hello, do you always have a feeling of gratitude? Oh, you dropped your Pokeball. Here you are. What is happening? What is happening? Okay. Oh, okay. How do I say thanks? Thank you, Bungle. Thanks for coming through. Oh, I thought it was just giving me... I thought it was just like giving me... I thought it was asking me these things so that we would hear them out in the world. Oh, whoops. But you're telling me it's maybe a secret code? So if, oh, that's interesting. So if you put some specific stuff in here, you'd get something. How was the stream bombing yesterday? You know, it was underwhelming because I realized too late that they're also streaming on Twitch, and I think that is the chat that they were looking at. Okay. What is this? Survey radar. You'll choose the survey you want to conduct. Then if you pass by a lot of people, the radar will collect the information. Of course, we've prepared compensation. Statistician Jake, I expect you to do a great job. What would you like to do today? Accept a survey request. First, choose a survey method, a head count survey. This is a survey to collect data for a specific number of people. Please choose a request on which you're going to conduct a survey. The first Pokemon you picked. This survey is a request from a Pokemon professor. The survey requires you to pass by 5 or more people to find out the most picked starter Pokemon. He wants to use the results of the survey for his research. Will you accept the survey request? Sure. Oh my god. Okay. What is your hobby? My hobby is video games. What is your job? My job is... Ugh, you hate to see it. Okay. Thank you. I got a useful... Okay, I'll give you this questionnaire sheet too. No. So, were there some, like, crazy multiplayer features in this game? I know. What is this how did they achieve this without Street Pass? This seems crazy to me. Man. There was an IR blaster? So you couldn't just like walk by somebody. You had to like connect to your games. There was an IR blaster. Good old D. Man, weird. I didn't know about any of this. Yeah. Okay. That's cool. I kind of want to check out the gym, chat. I want to see what the deal is with the gym in this town. They had IR going through the cart. Whoa, weird. I gotta tell you, chat, I think there's something about this that isn't quite hitting the way that it maybe wants. It's not quite achieving what I think it's going for. It's like almost there, but not quite. It doesn't... It's all just kind of like window dressing. It's not like functionally different enough, I think. Hey Jake, I just challenged Gym Leader Berg. Oh, it's that guy. He's a seasoned gym leader. He made me work for that gym badge, but for me, bug-type Pokemon aren't much of a challenge. Ooh, bug types. That might be tough for us. I'm gonna keep winning like this against all of the Unova gym leaders. Then I'll head for the Pokemon League and outperform the champion. If I do that, everyone will admit what a strong trainer I am. That will make me feel truly alive. Wow. Oh, there he is. Aha, you're the one who fought Team Plasma in Pinwheel Forest. If I remember you, your name is Jake. Come to challenge the gym. Oh, sorry, but could you wait a bit? I was before the Team Plasma has showed up. In fact, come with me. I'm going to dock at Prime Pier. Dang, these games, they do not take the, oh, they don't know. Have you had any magical moments yet, like in Heart Gold? Yeah, Bobby, here's what I got for you. I think what I'm liking about these games are the kind of like the building blocks of them. I think I like what battles look like and how the Pokemon are moving and looking. And I think that they are like, for example, when I see when I see this guy in a 3D game, I don't think he really does anything for me. But because of how he's articulated here, I actually really like him. And I kind of feel the same way about a lot of these guys. I think that the way that they're like representing these Pokemon is like really nice. I agree 100% about Throw. Yeah. There's something I'm having a hard time putting it into words, but like there's something about the psychic distance between me and the Pokemon here that I think is like really doing well, you know? So somebody pointed out to me that I think it was Tiz, that they like don't really have entrance animations in this game, which I think is a negative point against them, because I think that moment is really important for articulating who a Pokemon is. But I do think that there is like an enhanced focus in this game on Pokemon at rest, Pokemon idling, and like Pokemon existing right here. Psychic distance. Yeah, that's like a literary craft term. And it's used a lot when describing tone. So like you can be reading a book that has a first-person narrator who is saying I, but there still is a distance between you and that person that's saying I. And there can be like, you can have like a really close I, or you can have like a much further away I. And I think like the psychic distance for me and like the character in the Pokemon world is that when there's a 3D model of a Pokemon, you kind of feel like that is it. You are seeing everything that you are seeing that Pokemon. And I think when a Pokemon is when there are more limitations, when they're sprites, you're seeing a representation of its essence, right? So like when I travel a route in a Pokemon game, my assumption is that it's like a storytelling device. That route in the real world is actually like really long and arduous, and maybe I save and I make camp and it takes me like days to traverse this world because we're going across an entire region. But in the game, it's shrunken. That experience is shrunken down and it's made smaller. And I feel the same way about the Pokemon themselves. Like who they are, you don't get to see exactly who they are. You get to see a representation of that. And I think the representation of the sprite is that like you're getting to see you're getting to see like a little performance of who this Pokemon is. And I think that distance is really nice because there's like a degree to which part of the Pokemon still gets to live in your imagination, whereas they don't really get to do that in 3D games. And I think that like, as opposed to a static sprite, the animated sprite is like really endearing and charming, and it gives you a little bit more to work on than just the static sprite does. It's cool. It's an artistic, yeah. Jake, have you ever noticed parallels between any Pokemon game narratives and classic literature or film? For instance, do you think any Pokemon game draws heavily from any literary work or genre? Okay, I'm gonna answer this question and then we're gonna end the stream. I'm hungry. This has been a lecture stream disguised as a Pokemon stream. Apologies, chat, if this was not what you wanted when you tuned in today. I promise the next time we play Pokemon, we'll play more Pokemon. I promise. Let me answer this question though, because I think it's interesting. So I think why Pokemon works. Professor Steinberg, oh, you hate to see it. I think why Pokemon works and why Pokemon was so successful when it first came out. I think a big part about it is because it is perfectly made for the video game medium specifically. It's not trying to take something else and make a video game out of it. What do I mean by that? The thing that makes video games different from other forms of media are that they do not go on without you. You have agency in video games. You don't have agency in movies. And Pokemon doesn't exist without agency. Pokemon is full of choices that are designed to get you as a person to form an identity around the choices you are making, which is what makes Pokemon different from other RPGs and different from other video games. You make choices in every video game, but those games don't ask you to form an identity around the sum of all of the choices you make. And Pokemon is a game about simple, meaningless choices, right? And it's like, what is the first choice you make? Am I going to pick Charmander, Bulbasaur, or Squirtle, right? And it actually starts earlier than that. The first choice you make is, am I going to play Pokemon Red or am I going to play Pokemon Blue? And because that's so built into what the games are. And it's like, am I going to go straight on the critical path and go straight for that first gym and make the game hard for me? Or am I going to go into the wild and train? Am I going to over-level my Charmander, or am I going to make a balanced team of all of these different types and all of these different Pokemon? You know what I mean? And am I going to talk to these NPCs, or am I going to go straight? Like, there's so many, and that's all. Am I going to use Headbutt on all the trees until I find Heracross? Am I going, you know what I mean? Am I going to teach my Pokemon these moves or those moves? You only get 4 moves. Who am I going to teach those moves to? And there are so many like little tiny choices that you make in these games. And that is something that you cannot achieve in any other media, because every single other medium is one experience for every single person. So when you ask, have I noticed any parallels between any Pokemon game narratives and classic literature? That's like such a hard question for me, because I think the thing that Pokemon does that is special is it is a epitomization, kind of like a classic example of the video game. You know, if I was like writing an essay about video games, like what video games are, I think I would talk about Pokemon in that essay. So stripping that away, and if instead you focused on plot and you focused on, then I think we're just like we're like not even talking about Pokemon anymore, and nothing really comes to mind. I'll think about it a little longer, but that's I think my answer is that it's like truly unique in that way. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and you know, that's what's so funny about like all of the Pokemon media and all of like the trading card game and the anime and the merchandise, is that it's all about trying to cement that identity that you first built in those games, that identity tied to your choices. Yeah, it's really cool. Really cool. Really cool. Oh my God, Jason paying me for my yapping. Oh, geez. I did not deserve that. Do not feel like you ever have to do that, Jason. Oh my God, I really appreciate that. Satisfied. Oh my God. Okay. I want to think about it a little longer though, because I'm thinking about like the classic kinds of stories and storytelling arcs, right? And like starting out small and becoming big, but it's like it's so much more than that, you know? So it's, yeah, you got me in my thoughts. I'll get back to you. But Jason, thank you so much for the super chat. It is, of course, extremely appreciated. These streams are only fun because you guys are here and you're asking me questions and we're playing these games together and we're having fun all together. I hope the talking is valuable to you, because I realize we didn't play much game today. I realize I got that I was in my thoughts today. But I hope this was okay. I get worried sometimes about if I'm serving the people. So I really appreciate it. The yapping is why I stay. I know. Okay, that's very kind. I appreciate that, guys. I appreciate that. You're all very sweet. You're all very sweet. Okay, cool. I really want to play more of this game. Is the other thing. It's just that we talk and we just, you know, my mind goes. That's why these Pokemon games I think are really good ultimately on when you're playing them on the actual handhelds. Just because they fit into your life in a certain way, which is another really cool aspect of Pokemon that I've always liked, which I think is actually lost a little bit on the Switch, if I'm being honest. You know, like real handhelds are like lifestyle devices in a way that like video game consoles are not, and I think that really works with Pokemon. It's a whole philosophical thing. Come for the Pokemon, stay for the conversation. Anything is cool. I just enjoy hearing thoughts on my favorite Pokemon generation. Geronimo, this is your favorite Pokemon generation? I had no idea. Do we need to pay for this TED Talk? No, absolutely not. Do not feel like you need to pay. I very much appreciate Jason. And Lion, I already know. You're already in the membership, baby. Lion is subscribed to the YouTube membership here, and you can actually see they've got the second month subscription emblem next to their name there. The special second month chip emblem. I remember I put like a bunch in there for each consecutive month. I think like the 5th month is like really I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But yeah, there's a bunch of different emblems. So I anytime anybody does anything like this, whether it be sending over a super chat, doing the YouTube membership, making a woodworking Psyduck, sending it over to me, or just coming through and being an active participant in the stream, I appreciate you so much. It's Friday. It's Friday, so everybody enjoy your weekend. I'll be back with more Pokemon soon, and I think the next time we play, we're gonna hit the paint. Lion's got a shiny to give me. We're gonna hit the paint. We're gonna accomplish stuff in Pokemon White. Everybody enjoy your weekend. If you haven't already seen this week's Catch My Drift, we did it live. We talked about the top 20 games on Nintendo Switch. It's really less about the list and more about taking a little trip down memory lane, talking about video games that we're passionate about, getting an understanding of where I'm coming from, where Adam comes from when we look at games. We streamed a fun little indie game. Check that out too. That's on the channel right now. And of course, I really appreciate you, everybody. Thank you so much for coming to the stream today. I'll see you next week. Goodbye.